So you mean to tell me you've just had
This was a weird season, wasn't it?
No.
It's a fun season. I mean, come on.
Yeah, come on.
I didn't have the heart to tell you guys that we were stuck here
Like,
for
it got
lunch,
off to a
so
good
they made
start.
sure to keep us busy. Funny story.
Looking back,
Turns
this
out we
is still an
still
episode I can laugh, even though,
Way to go, genius.
like,
You just
this
got your
scene here is
killed
kind
by
of
your own commanding
strange to me.
officers.
Hey, don't worry. If we can hide this one from Tom, then we can hide from, well, we're fucked.
Oh,
It's just weird because everyone's pretty much standing completely frozen still.
You know, I really wish you never found out.
We all have conversations like
Damn it. I wish I could remember that creepy guy's
I always poke my head like this when I talk.
Oh god, I don't mean
It's funny how that's the only movement through the entire episode is him poking his skull.
It was Jory.
Warn me next time.
Of course, some puking.
Who's there?
Fuck.
I don't know what I always love when you guys play the
Guys,
kid
Guess what? I brought
platoon
toys
members.
and girls.
A lot of people seem to like that.
You know what that means?
We wanted to do
Dude,
more,
those are
just
all
they didn't have much
That's
more.
just one girl.
One more than what
Also,
you
we
have.
stopped enjoying the series, so...
I live here. And this is a table.
I think they had a good few, but they were just pretty sucky.
Oh, sorry.
When my mommy drinks juice, nobody's happy.
I would have loved to use her more.
Aw.
That's when everyone dolled in real life.
Ah.
Oh, there he is.
Aw, child abuse.
And then you kind of dawed here and laughed, but
It's just so adorkable.
Damn it, Zero.
I think the only reason we had this was because we needed to introduce Pururu.
Are you the ones who did this?
And the reason
Yeah.
we did this is because we couldn't come up with clever dialogue.
Yeehaw.
Yeah, that's
I forgot that I
pretty
did
much
that laugh that I had
Play a
from
little
before.
tune for me. Let's talk in Milwaukee.
And this is the point where Travis entered the writing.
You can tell.
What would give that away?
I don't know, the guitar, maybe?
You know when I come in where it's like there's a stupid song, guaranteed.
Or something that just doesn't make sense.
It makes sense to me.
Of course it makes sense to you. You made it.
You already do.
I'm rich.
Apparently people like that line for some reason.
People like every
You
line.
kids know about easy bake ovens? Well, I tried to make them difficult. I failed.
For some reason he came off to me like the Whataburger narrator guy. They're just like, would you like some pepper jack cheese?
Friends rubbed once every year, just like having sex with me.
You're
Except
welcome,
that's
everybody.
a library book.
I love
As I like to call
I
it,
love that line about the
cock
volcanoes.
tease. I don't understand waterways. Every time
I like
put
we
it
just
into a lake,
shift to
they
the other
drown.
Oh yeah,
side.
now I remember the one I was looking
I can just
for.
imagine in a span of 5 minutes he decided to talk about all these things.
Listen,
Imagine if
you'll
it kept
find
going, it would have been
yourself
upside
interested in
down.
Many different men and women.
I love how the first half of this we're just
Sometimes
noticing that none of the characters really move that much.
Remember this, the sun never sets on love. The
That
only
chin is
question
very
why you
itchy.
showed up to a wedding and nothing but
So
two
why did you
socks
guys
and a
watch this
shirt.
again?
Get out there and get me a wife.
I love that look on Karo's face.
It's not that bad, Sarge.
That blank, never emotional stare
You're right.
he has every
Probably not in
episode
any danger
ever.
anyway.
You gotta love it.
Yeah, you're a girl.
Both eyes facing slightly different directions.
I'm kidding. That's my little joke.
He was more expressive when his pupils were bigger.
Box is open.
See?
I love the voice for Peru, but I've also didn't you say that Lily had a hard time getting out of the voice when she started?
Yeah, because it's like it was her natural accent, but it, when she gets into it, it takes her... It could take her an hour before she could finally ease her way out of it.
I got the vaginas.
Don't worry, honey.
This turns into the season where
Alright, let's see.
or I think Tama doesn't really say much, but his dialogue is gold.
Yeah.
Kara, one of your toes is slightly redder than the others, and that just bothers me. Carol, you're fine. You're just an oversexed asshole.
I think this is the eventual movement of Caro just becoming more of an asshole over time.
Because he was gay.
Yeah,
Because he
this is the
sucks.
beginning of his straight panic.
Serious to me. I think I'm straight. You're
Bye, you idiot. How am I, Doctor?
And then the most ridiculous skit of them all.
Doctor?
I don't know how to tell you this, but you have everything.
I don't have love.
Saving that joke. I was saving that joke for a long time.
I remember I came into it and be like, hey, guess what? He has everything. I'm like, what does that mean?
Yeah, we just came up with that during a call when we were brainstorming for this season.
But you have them.
It's not my fault I wanted to make friends.
The funny thing, it almost makes it like he's aware of it.
Something.
Well, he is.
See?
Usually.
That's it. Dora, you're coming with me. Caro, I want you to
Explains
sort out
the
your
blank eye
sexuality
syndrome
more.
everyone has.
What's there to find out? I fuck you, I fuck him, her,
Stare,
him, her,
blink,
him, her.
stare. Cuts.
Here, you clean.
This is my idea.
Look,
just because
notice this.
Just relax. Just keep
he's
that
strained
shit.
for littering the
Be
environment.
the log. Be the log.
I would love to watch you recording this dialogue.
Didn't tell you to do that. How is this even possible? impossible.
Oh, you know, I eat my vegetables.
What kind of fucking vegetables could do that?
God broccoli.
God broccoli.
And of course, the one line everyone attached
So,
themselves
did you
to.
ever get over
Fucking
that
God
God
broccoli.
broccoli.
Kind of. Now I do it with my
That was
face.
something else that came up
Can
when we
I
were
look at
brainstorming. I
your
just went to get
heart?
dinner,
All
and
right,
there
Carol,
was
what
a
you
plate
say?
of
And
vegetables.
this?
And I thought about how
This.
in the original series Dororo's kind of a hippie, so when he talks about something like that,
The
it
only
would
one who
be,
thinks
I
this
ate my
isn't a big
vegetables.
deal.
Put your mouth to
Well,
my ear and go.
He ain't
What's
going
an awesome
anywhere until he
vegetable,
figures
and how
out
do you
what
make it even more
is.
awesome? Broccoli and God broccoli.
No penis.
Where
What
is
if
he?
God broccoli
I'm
has
gonna
anything
make
to
a
do with
fortune from that
Beetlejuice?
spleen.
Out here we call him Doro. Besides, it's Carol we should be worried
Let's
about.
save that for the year
Yeah,
2020 when we
Doro.
do season 3.
Wow, you
I love
guys
the
are
bed
geeks.
sleeve there.
Damn idiot. This isn't the first time he's gone missing. It happened all the time when we were kids. Wait.
I used to find your mama
I love
jokes
how
were
Jory
funny.
just
Now I just find
inserts
them in
these
my
non
soup bag.
sequiturs into memories.
You need to collect.
I love how it's always that
Hey, guys,
same
it's a bomb in
shot.
the
It's never
bathroom.
anything else.
And the introduction to
You know
Raiden.
what? Fuck it.
I
He'll
love
turn up
Raiden.
somewhere.
I love the fact that he still has the voice even when it's open.
Don't talk to him. He is penis.
So,
That was
starting to get
my
over it?
my contribution to that joke.
What Doro looks like under his mask, but he
Don't
always
mind
says
him,
no.
he is penis.
Then
Yeah, I remember saying this is
You
Carl,
know,
and then
it's
you
okay
go,
to like
he
both
is
men and women.
Oh, yeah. Works for me. So, Puru, there's room in here for
Your
one more.
Gyro screaming in the back.
Kyle, this not gonna handle on your way out.
That's always a good standby.
Of course, the crossdresser is the one who's most in touch with his own sexuality.
And see, this is the one I helped write, and then I disappeared for a little while.
We mostly needed help with the Jory rebit. Most else we took care of. I remember the point of this episode was just like, I'm not sure if this was when or shortly before I realized that I was bisexual, and
Sometimes I get lost
I had
in
been
thought.
reading the TV
What's
Tropes
the best
article, No
fruit ever?
Bisexuals,
I
where
wonder
it pointed
what
out
tastes
there's
like.
very
You
rarely
guys going to IHOP?
the-
I'm going to IHOP.
love this.
I just love when he sits there for a minute and then goes down.
Hello,
But
Lieutenant.
I had never
I've
noticed
successfully
that
infiltrated Caro's
in
base and
entertainment,
accessed
very
his
rarely
weapons.
does someone who's
I
considered
can
gay
assure you, Lieutenant, there won't be
is
a problem for you
instead
and me.
considered
Well,
bisexual. Like
most
that's
of them
never a
aren't.
possibility. So I
No,
wanted
not
to write about
Caro,
it for
it's
this one,
Cerro, or
since
Toro,
like
as he's calling
even though I'm
himself.
bisexual,
He
I'm
might have
an
been the
LGBT
strongest
activist
opponent I've
anyway.
ever seen
So
in my
it was
life.
probably going to come up in some capacity.
No, you don't
But
understand.
my
Doro
experience
was
more or
made
less
pure
informed this
disaster.
episode.
The odd thing is that I think pretty much all the characters in this show are pretty much bi at some point.
But I suggest telling
Yeah.
HQ to set up a plan B just in case.
At least all the frogs.
Very good. Goodbye,
I just feel like they have sex in a
Chief
completely
Medical
different way, where it's just like, I mean, come on, how did Caro not know that Tom was a girl? Seriously. Just felt away up front. Wait a minute, where is it? I'll
So that
just
was-
assume it's there.
So that was your Garu hint, by the way.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Even that early, we were planning for that.
Or at the very least, we knew we wanted to include him somewhere.
Yeah, I think that was like one of the very, very first ideas I had. I was like, okay, I'm going to use him at some point.
And I was thinking, haha, I'm not going to voice him.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, you are, Travis, you little bitch. Get back here.
But
I still have a test line you did for Garu, and comparing it to how you eventually did him, it sounds like you can't even get that low.
yeah, it's took work. Thank you guys.
So, that's not a gun. It's
Oh, yeah?
slightly lower than my kid Giroro.
Hey, I'm working on it. I just figured that if I just start doing Snake after a while, it would improve. Because sometimes there's like, it's going high again. Ah!
I definitely noticed that. Yeah.
And I love the idea of us brainstorming for Raiden. Where was like the first thing we thought about him? It was we thought about the Twitter. There was like that one line that sold us him being a walking Twitter feed. I think it was the line about IHOP though.
That was probably the one. Yeah.
I remember one of the original ideas was that every season we would like change it. Like season 1 was Snake, season 2 would be Raiden, season 3 that never happened, in 4 would season 3 would have like Naked Snake or Old Snake. No, season 4 would have Old Snake, and he would just progressively get like he's old. So haha.
Yeah.
No, the joke would be every time he popped up, he just coughed. That is pretty much half of the game. Every time, Snake, what do you think? And then he pulls out a cigarette, dumbass.
I don't think they sell that at McDonald's, but I'll try.
Yeah, Yeah, but Raiden originated from these. I guess they were improv videos you did with a couple friends.
Yeah, the Pokemon one.
Yeah, the
The
Pokemon,
Pokemon
thing.
ones.
They're
It's
so
just like,
funny.
hey, let's put it in here.
And then there was just points where I think it was one of the episodes where I just did that stupid laugh, and it's just like, yeah, we got to keep that in.
Yeah, that's Raiden's laugh now.
Everything's awesome, including me.
Except you, get lost.
You're a nerd.
I failed school.